Good evening, Falcons fans. My name is Patrick Seals, and welcome to Week 4 edition of How Disappointing Are the Atlanta Falcons Going to Be This Season? And we just played our game against the Washington football team, and sadly, we lost. We lost. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to scream for the next couple of seconds. So, This was the funnest game I've ever been to. This is the funnest loss I've ever been to. And this was a very high intense game. The Falcons scored 4 touchdowns, sadly. So the Atlanta Falcons have a very, very bad defense. Our defense has given up almost over 30 points a game this season. We've given up the highest amount of points throughout the first 4 games this season, and it continued today. Tyler Haneke was out there looking like Aaron Rodgers / Pat Mahomes, out there evading defenders, getting first downs, breaking our hearts, and doing everything necessary to make sure that the Washington football team sang their song as they was leaving out the game. I didn't even know the Washington football team had a song, but they was singing it. Tyler Haneke, he played an excellent game. He had 23 completions, 33 attempts, 290 yards, was averaging 8.8 yards a throw, and had 3 touchdowns, 1 sack, and had a passer rating of 127.1 yards. Tyler Haneke was looking like a man amongst boys today. He was looking like a hero for the Washington football team. You know what? This loss was so disappointing. Now I need some help. I need some help with this video. So right now, I want to go ahead and turn it over to my homeboy, Thomas McDaniel. You might know him as Dad's Tommy. What's up, Dad's Tommy?
Why, Falcons? Why? Dirty Bird, you have one job. No, catch the ball. Receivers, why? How you miss tackles? You get paid to dog your Falcons. We lost to a team without no logo. We lost to a team with a color, the red team. We lost to the red team. We a red team. We are Dirty Birds. We should have won because we birds. I be damned. You see this look on my face? Does this look like an excited Falcon fan? I wish football was just one half sometimes. Damn, Atlanta be champions. We just need one half of football. Maybe we need a second half quarterback. Matt Ryan, you can start the game, but you can't finish that.
And I'm back. I just came back from punching the air because that's what the Falcons make me do. The Falcons make me punch the air for no reason. This is very disappointing. I'm very disappointed in the Falcons today. If I had to rate my disappointment, I'm easily at a 20. Easily at a 20. I predicted us to win this game, and sadly, you know what? Being right, it's overrated. Being right is overrated. There's no point in being right all the time. I knew the secondary was going to be atrocious for us today, and I knew the Falcons was going to do what Falcons do best, and that's blow leads. We can't hold on to leads for nothing. We was leading the ball game 10-0. We went down, kicked a field goal, was starting the game off excellent. The Washington football team didn't score a point. We went down and scored a touchdown. Young Way Cool, he's a stallion. Cordell Patterson is easily the MVP of this game. Cordell Patterson had 3 touchdowns, 3 in the air. He's easily our best wide receiver / running back. Cordell Patterson, thank God for him, because if it wasn't for Cordell Patterson, I don't know what the scores to any of these games would be, especially today. Mike Davis was averaging 1.1 yards a carry. I did everything in my power to not lose my voice. The Falcons played a good game in the beginning. The offense was humming, scoring touchdowns. Matt Ryan finding Cordell Patterson wide open for a touchdown. Cordell Patterson had to slow down to catch the ball. But he was wide open. It didn't matter that Matt Ryan lazily threw the ball up. It didn't matter. Matt Ryan's stats read today: 25 completions, 42 attempts, 283 yards, 6.7 yards a throw, 4 touchdowns, 1 sack, and had a passer rating of 111.5. Matt Ryan, today was a good day for you. Today was a good day for you. You had one play. We got saved. You got a roughing the passer call. I was telling the Washington team, like, you know what? Sometimes you just have to take what life gives you. Don't question it. When good things happen to you, just take it, put it in your pocket, and keep on going. You don't question nothing. Because they was definitely looking at me like, come on, man, you know. Now you know. You know. Because Matt Ryan threw the ball. He tried not to go down. His knee touched the ground. He threw the ball. But we got saved by the referees. Chase Young had a roughing the passer call, and we got a first down. Matt Ryan had a good game. Cordell Patterson had 6 carries for 34 yards. It was averaging 5.7 yards a rush. Had no touchdowns on the ground. Had 5 receptions, 82 yards receiving, 16.4 yards a catch, 3 touchdowns, and 6 targets. 6 targets, and he was catching the ball 5 times out of those 6 targets. He is easily our best wide receiver. Calvin Ridley had 7 receptions, 80 yards, was averaging 11.4 yards a catch, 0 touchdowns, and 13 targets. So that means 6 times the ball ended up on the ground out of 13 when Matt Ryan threw the ball to Calvin Ridley. Kyle Pitts got involved in the game early. I was glad to see that on the first drive. He got a couple of first down catches. Kyle Pitts had 4 receptions for 50 yards, averaging 12.5 yards a catch, 0 touchdowns, and 9 targets. So that means 5 times Matt Ryan threw the ball to Kyle Pitts. The ball ended up on the ground. But he got involved in the game. They made the defense account for him. The offense came to play. The offense came to play ball. The defense sadly let everybody down. They are the reason why Taylor Heinicke was able to drive the length of the football field and score a touchdown 2 times. 2 touchdowns in the last quarter of the game. For the majority of the game, Falcons fans are talking big trash to the Washington football team, me included, telling them to go ahead and pack it up. You can leave early. This was not going to be one for you. You stick around all game. But sadly, I walked out of there with my foot in my mouth. The Falcons made sure of that. The Falcons made sure I had my foot in my mouth today. They made sure of that. This was a good game for the offense. Matt Ryan only got sacked 1 time. 1 time, the offensive line was able to get protection. They was able to get off of the line, fire off into the defense, and make sure Cordell Patterson was able to get clutch yards. Mike Davis only averaged 1.1 yards a carry. Cordell Patterson started today. I've been saying that Cordell Patterson needs to start for us at running back, and he did today. And look what happened. That first drive, Cordell Patterson was easily the MVP of the season so far for me, and he did not stop that trend today. Cordell Patterson did not lose this game for us by no means. By no means did Cordell Patterson lose this game. This defense lost this game for us today, and that is a fact. This defense gave up. Where is it at? I wrote it down somewhere. Oh, here it is. They gave up 412 yards. The defense gave up 412 yards, 122 on the ground, and 290 in the air. This defense let everybody look like pros on them. I don't know why the defense just does not know how to play football. Granted, I've never played in the NFL myself, but I don't know. Why can't the Falcons get a defense? Why? How come we can't have a full game? You know, last week the past couple weeks it's been the offense and not the defense. And now, when the offense wants to start putting everything together, the defense decides to, you know what, let's just forget everything we've been doing for the past couple weeks. Let's just forget everything. You thought we was going to be winning back-to-back games? Psych. That ain't going to happen. We ain't going to be winning back-to-back games this year. No, it's not. Not if it comes up to the defense. I don't know why we continuously have to have a team that does not know how to tackle. Why don't we know how to tackle? Wide open tackles being missed. Wide open tackles. The last touchdown. Just running down the sideline. The Washington fans didn't even know whether to cheer or not because they didn't know if they thought he was going to get tackled like everybody else. And we just... Oh! Defense just continuously losing ball games for us. And we can't play a complete game of football. We should have not gone for it on the 2-point conversion. We should not have done that. I don't know what that call was about. We should have kicked the extra point and keep the ball moving. And because of that last quarter is... You know what? I don't know, man. I don't know. If we kick that field goal and not go for 2, we're easily trying to get in field goal range and not. Oh, man. I don't know. I'm glad that I was correct, but I'm not glad. Being right is overrated, man. It is overrated. I'll tell you that much. You want the Falcons to win, but you also want to get your predictions right. You know what I mean? It was a fun game for the most part. That was a fun loss. I'll tell you that. That was a fun loss. I was able to talk trash. I was high-fiving people. Yeah, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're looking good. And sadly, I was walking out of there with my head down low. I wasn't saying nothing, not making eye contact with nobody. The Falcons didn't want me to be happy today. They do not want me to be happy in the month of October. And the Falcons will make sure I go into Monday just not saying I won't be watching football, of course, for the weekend. I won't be watching football. That's just how it goes. When we lose a football game, I can't watch football. I got a new souvenirs cup. It's got Grady Jarrett on it. He didn't come to play today. I don't know what it is. Every person they put on these cups, they decide to not show up that day. Nah. The defense was able to stop the rush behind the line of scrimmage. They was getting tackles for losses, but overall, this is a poor defensive effort. Giving up 34 points, 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, 1 sack. Taylor Heineke out there looking like Aaron Rodgers light, just marching up and down the field anytime he chooses. He knows the Falcons aren't going to stop him. This is a terrible game for the defense. This was a terrible game for the defense. I'm not even going to single out a single player as the most disappointing player of the defense. It's just the defensive unit in general. The defensive unit was disappointing in general today. It wasn't one particular player. It was everybody. I don't know if it was the play calling, not good coaching, but there's no way we're missing that many tackles. The wide receivers was dropping way too many passes. Calvin Ridley dropping way too many passes today. He got bailed out on a couple of pass interference calls, but for the most part, he was dropping passes. He wasn't alone. Amadou Zaccheaus, he dropped 2 passes. I think Kyle Pitts dropped a pass. Everybody decided they didn't want to catch a pass at one point in time during the game. Even the defensive players decided they didn't want to win the game for us. They didn't want to get a pick and make sure the Falcons fans go home. They made sure that didn't happen. We dropped 4 picks. The defensive unit, the DBs dropped 4 picks today. I seen it with my own eyes. They dropped a whole lot of picks, especially in that last drive. They made sure we dropped a lot of picks and went home sad. Next week we play the New York Jets in London at 9:30 in the morning. It doesn't get any easier. It doesn't. You know how hard it is to play at 9:30 in the morning? You used to play it at 1 o'clock in another country? The Falcons sure don't know how to do that. I picked us to lose that game. I hope we don't. We're playing the New York Jets next week. It means I'm going to be dropping a video probably earlier next Sunday. I don't know. It depends on if we win or not. I'm going to need some time to gather my thoughts and make sure I don't go into this with just some crazy random mind. I don't know. This is a terrible game for the defense. I wish the defense would have gotten more sacks, would not have given Taylor Heineke so much time in the pocket to pick us apart. Mobile quarterbacks continue to be a flaw for us. We do not know how to stop mobile quarterbacks. We don't know how to stop people from running around in the backfield. We don't. Will we ever get it together? Tune in next week on Dragon Ball Z. Who knows? blowing another lead. It's what Falcons do. I got a picture with Pastor Troy. He didn't really want to take one, but he took one with me because he's a professional. It'd have been easy to ask for a picture if the Falcons would have won. We had Summer Walker in the building. For some reason, she's a Falcons fan. I don't know why. Summer Walker look good though. I ain't gonna hold you. Summer Walker looks very good. Looks damn good. Tune in later on. I will be dropping another prediction video about the New York Jets and that football game that's going on next Sunday. Y'all can follow my channel, subscribe to my channel, like, comment, share. Subscribe to my Patreon, The Comedy Hustle LLC. Subscribe to my Patreon, The Comedy Hustle LLC. I do have a comedy show tomorrow at the Laughing Skull Lounge in Midtown at 8 o'clock tomorrow on a Monday. So be there. Go ahead and get your tickets. Like, share, subscribe. Rise up. I'm out.